Hey everyone, I am here with your tech tip of the week. And today we're going to talk a little bit about Dotloop and how to make your life easier in Dotloop. Today we're going to talk about how to add documents. And obviously, because most of the documents that we get, whether they're offer documents or any back and forth documents that we get from other realtors, usually come through email. And most agents, what they do is that they download all the documents and then they save them to their computer and then they upload them to their loop. But it is an easier way to just go straight here. If you go to your loop, you're going to go here to add document. You're going to click the email. Instead of going to browse and uploading all the documents, you can go straight to the email. You're going to copy this right here. So you just hit copy to clipboard. You're going to go back to your email. You're going to find the email where they send you the documents. Like I have this one with the 6 documents. And you're going to click on forward. So there's obviously this is Gmail. There's different ways of forwarding email, but whichever email service you have, just find the forward button. And then you're going to paste what I just copied from Dotloop. So it should have loop and then the name of the loop right next to it. Okay. And what I usually put is I sometimes put a dot here because I don't know if it's just my email lately. I don't know why. For some reason, it's not letting me send. So let's try it now and hit send to see if it'll actually hit send. And as you can see, it is not working for me, but I just noticed that it went to my drafts. So I'm just going to go here to my drafts and I'm just going to send it from here. I think it's just my email server right now that's giving me issues. So see, it's to the loop, test buyer. And then I'm going to hit send. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to, see, it's sending my message. I'm going to go back to my loop and I'm going to refresh my page. And you'll see that all those documents that were in my email are now in my loop. Okay. How easy is that? So that is one of the easiest ways to import your documents so that you don't have to go through, that whole nonsense. Now, sometimes the realtor will send you, the other party will send you a PDF with all the scanned documents. And I'm going to teach you how to split those documents a little later, maybe in another training, but you'll be able to split those documents, even though it'll come up in one single document. Instead of having to print it, scanning them one at a time, then uploading them to the Dotloop, which takes a lot of times, you'll be able to split the document right in your loop. So right now I have all these documents. So let's say I want to go ahead and go to the as-is contract. And obviously it's a scanned document. So now I'm going to have to put my seller's initials here. So I need to add the spaces where my sellers can actually sign right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add initials. So you go to add initials and you're going to go ahead and put your little initial box right there. Okay, now there's a few ways. When you click on here, notice these little hotkeys. They're called hotkeys right here on the right. Now, if you have a Mac, this is what it's going to look like. It's going to have your command, your shift, your C. But if you are operating a PC like a Word or a Microsoft Word PC or any other type of PC other than a Mac, it'll give you the right hotkeys to use depending on the computer that you're actually using. Okay, so that's a good thing. So now I have my seller's initials here, and there's 2 sellers, let's say. So I want to assign my field first. And I don't have my persons here because this is just a test. So I'm going to add a person and I'm just going to put myself, Teresa, and I'm just going to put myself as the seller. Okay. And let's just say I'm the only seller. Okay. Actually, no, let's go ahead and try it with another seller. So I'm going to go ahead and add another initial and I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to assign the field and I'm going to add, I don't know, let me just add, let me see if I have another Teresa in here. Okay, let's add Teresa with a different email. Let's add Teresa Reyes. I don't know who she is, but anyway. Okay, so now we're going to put seller here and we're going to add person. Okay, so now I have these 2 boxes. Now, I just found this out. But before, I used to do that for every single spot where I needed initials, add initials, and assign fields and go through all that craziness. But actually, I just learned about the hotkeys, which are super effective, because now I want to add these two little boxes to all these pages without having to do add initials, then assign the fields and all that crazy stuff. So I can go ahead and right click, and I'm going to highlight these two little boxes, okay? And see how it highlighted them? Now here, I want to copy these fields. So on my Mac, I'm going to put the Command, the Shift, and the C, like it says there, all together. So Command, Shift, C. And now I'm going to go ahead and go here and hit Shift Command V, and see how those drag there. So basically you're going to copy and see how it says pasted field. So you would have that, and basically do the same thing here, Command Shift V, and put my two little things there. And keep going and doing the same thing for every single document that I have, okay? So at least they'll all be there, and I don't have to do the add the little box and then hit assign field and assign it, because I already assigned it the first time, and now I wanted to copy those particular initial boxes to all these pages. So I just basically go ahead and do that. And now I keep going here. And I keep doing this, but so remember, these shift keys here are what's going to help you. And this is obviously going to save the document if you want to save the document, but you can always just hit save here when you're done. So these are a great thing to do to add all your signatures, and you can do the same thing with any field you add. So if I wanted to add the signature field, I'm just going to go down to the last page. And let's say I wanted to add the seller's signature. So I'm going to go File, Add Signature. I'm going to put it there. I'm going to assign my field to Teresa. And now let's say I wanted to add the other field here, the same field over. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to hit, remember the keys here to copy. If you're on a Mac, it's Shift Command C. And then now I'm going to come here to this other space, and I'm going to put Shift Command V. And oops, it's copied the same one I had before, because I guess I didn't copy this one. All right, so let me just put these initial boxes here. And let me just highlight this field. And now I'm going to go ahead and hit Shift, Command, Shift, C. And then I'm going to hit to paste it, Command, Shift, V. And now my signature will be right here. Okay, so that's how you do that. So that way you don't have to go to the file, add, and all that great stuff. Okay, so that is your tech tip of the week. Next week, I'll have another tech tip on how to add fields. Like if you wanted to add additional terms here. Actually, let me just go ahead and show you now. So let's say I want to go ahead and add some text to this, to additional terms. I can go in here, add text. Now, another tip is usually when you try to extend this text space right here. So let's say you wanted to extend the text space. Normally you go here to this little corner and you can extend this way. Okay. Or you can go ahead and if you have here, you can go ahead and put the cursor all the way to the end. So click all the way to the end. Nope, that's not going to work here. So this is how you drag it. And you can make it bigger. So you can make it drag down and make it bigger. Or you can just start typing there and type in your text. And then add it there. Okay, so hope that helps, guys. I will have another tech tip with some shortcuts on Dotloop next week for your tech tip.